As recovery efforts continue on Maui, the Lahaina Fire 911 tapes provide more evidence of how motorists were stuck on Front Street and Baker Street 1.5 hours after the 2:50 p.m. flare-up was called in. KITV4's Jeremy Lee met with one survivor who captured the scene on Baker Street. And Jeremy, you were shown evidence for the first time of an evacuation alert.
That's right, Leah. What's so unusual about this wireless emergency alert text message is that Noelani received it at 4:17 p.m. near Front Street. The evacuation order is only for the 3-block by 4-block subdivision of Kilauea Mauka, located a little over a mile uphill from Front Street, just makai of the bypass. What's more, we haven't found anybody yet who lives in Kilauea Mauka who actually received this text alert. But Noelani told me she received it while on Baker Street, where she and her kids were stuck in gridlock and soon surrounded by burning buildings. The mother of 3 ended up there after they were unable to access Highway 30 off Lahaina Luna Road.
There was a police officer at the bottom. There was cones blocking the road if you wanted to drive like towards Ka'anapali, Napili side. Myself and the line of traffic I was in continued straight down Lahaina Luna Road, headed towards Front Street.
911 emergency, how can I help you?
I'm calling down from Lahaina. We're on Front Street in Baker. There are a bunch of cars stuck in traffic down here, and the structures around us are on fire.
Oh no, fire!
You were just stuck. There was nowhere to go, and there was no help.
Noelani took video of Baker Street as the fire moved within 1 block of Front Street.
By about 4:10, we get to Baker Street. At 4:17 is when we got that emergency alert.
The text message Noelani received from Maui Emergency Management reads, "Evacuation order issued on Maui Island for Kilauea Mauka subdivision in Lahaina, a neighborhood a mile away."
You are not safe. You gotta find some way to get to the ocean.
The mother of 3 says she even started contemplating going into the water as traffic stalled and conditions worsened.
By 4:24, we're engulfed in black smoke. You can't see more than 4 cars ahead of you. Sparks start engulfing the car, shooting sideways across next to the cars. Shortly after that is when the parking garage at the outlet mall went up.
Okay.
And nobody was there actively fighting the fire. Firefighters were seen here a mile away at 4:46 p.m. by Tamura's in the industrial complex. Meanwhile, Front Street becomes engulfed.
My 5-year-old just cried the entire time.
Oh no, what do we do now?
And it wasn't until after we got to like behind Safeway where he could see a little bit of blue skies that finally he fell asleep too, because he was just so tired. There were so many people behind me that I have no idea whether or not they survived.
Noelani is still asking the question so many other survivors are. Why wasn't incoming traffic contraflowed? Why was Highway 30 shut for at least 2.5 hours?
I mean, at that point, it just seems like you need to use the biggest roads to get the most people out. Ended up getting all the way to the end where you could have tried to get out, and then there was police officers there in cones.
And how was it a wider text alert didn't go out? With this advice, 911 operators offered to evacuees.
Just get out of Lahaina.
The entire city?
The entire city, yes. Just get out of Lahaina.
Noelani and the 3 kids made it to the end of Front Street at 6 p.m., then past the Front Street roadblock. She said the police officer trying to manage the intersection appeared overwhelmed. Adding to the strangeness of it all, she says when her ohana finally arrived in Napili later that night, those she spoke to there had no idea what was happening to the south in Lahaina town. Reporting live, Jeremy Lee, KITV4 Island News.